Jim, where are you now? What are you seeing?
Well, we're along Shelby Street, and this is a prime example of one of those secondary streets. Not a priority for the Metro Snow team because they want to get those major thoroughfares figured out. And this looks like it's in kind of rough shape. Let's take you outside the weather vehicle. This is the dash cam, and you can just see the snowbanks starting to build up around these cars. And honestly, these are some of the smaller snowbanks that Addie and I have seen all morning long. This is something that we're just going to have to deal with, especially as it continues to be cold. This is going to be a challenge for these crews to get these roads cleared off. Let's go ahead and take you to the Metro Snow Map. We'll show you kind of what we're looking at. Big credit to the snow team because these crews have been out plowing around the clock, 12-hour shifts for these drivers, and all that purple means that they've been able to salt and plow these roads. And what you're not really seeing is that this has been happening multiple times at this point. They've probably gone over these roads 3, maybe 4 times since they started all the way back on Sunday. Now, these crews have been out in full force overnight. We know that they are, again, prioritizing those main roads, then the roads that feed onto those main roads. Last priority for them is going to be hospitals, making sure that they also plow the roads around some large major local companies. Mayor Craig Greenberg is reminding all Louisville residents, though, that not all streets, like the ones that we're seeing down here along Shelby, like not all of these streets are a priority, and they may not all get plowed in a timely manner.
You also might live in a subdivision where your homeowners association is responsible for the plowing, so not every road is going to get touched.
The city is also asking those private contractors who are clearing some of these roads not to pile snow in the roadways because it could just add to the snowbanks that we talked about earlier. Now, I mentioned it is cold outside. It is going to stay cold outside, and that could impact how quickly we get rid of some of the snow. Mallory, I know you're tracking some of those bitterly cold temperatures and potentially even some more snow later on this week.
That is right, Jim. All right, we got my microphone back up and working here, but let's take a look at those temperatures as you step out the door this morning. We are in the teens, low to mid 20s all across Kentucky, and of course we're feeling that chill, and we could be even colder than this, but we had cloud cover linger overnight. We're seeing a few pockets of clearing out there this morning. That could allow those temperatures to plummet a few degrees before sunrise, but something that will be key for the coming days, wind speeds will be fairly light. They'll be under control. We won't be dealing with very high wind speeds like what we saw with the winter storm. Wind speeds today up to around maybe 7 miles per hour or so. So your hourly planner, expect partly sunny skies, staying below freezing, right around that 30-degree mark in Louisville, and much of the same all across the region with that fresh snow still on the ground. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're talking the bitter cold here. We're talking another snow chance as well. I'll have more of those details coming up in our 7-day forecast.
All right, Mallory, thank you. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear will provide another update today about how the Commonwealth is handling the winter storm. Kentucky remains under a state of emergency. The governor called up 400 National Guard troops to help people in western and southern Kentucky. We also know 2,300 transportation cabinet staff are working to clear the roads throughout the state. Today's update is set for noon, and we'll bring you the details as soon as we get them.
And right now, thousands of people are without power due to Storm Blair. According to LG&E, around 2,500 people are still in the dark, and the majority of them are in Fayette County, which of course is the Lexington-ish area. Closer to home, there are just over 50 homes without power in Meade County and 9 here in Jefferson County. And I'll mention that 9 number is down significantly from just an hour ago. Our crews did speak with people in South Louisville experiencing some of the outages. There was no power on Arnoldtown Road in Waverly Hills, and for people there, as you'd imagine, it was a challenge just to stay warm.
Got hit with the storm of the, century. Just keep the fire, we stand in front of it, we eat, we come out here, we go back in, and we repeat.
Trying to keep all the dogs and everybody in one room, kind of, get all that heat, insulate as much as I can.
Smart moves there. LG&E says the goal was to restore power for all of Jefferson County by the end of Monday evening. The biggest issue has been the weight of the ice. It causes tree limbs to snap and then also weighs down and takes out power lines.
In southern Indiana, outreach programs are stepping up to provide warmth and safety for people without homes. After more than 10 inches of snow fell over Jeffersonville, Catalyst Rescue Mission opened its doors as a warming shelter. The shelter says it saw an influx of people looking for help, with 117 signed in yesterday afternoon.
And there usually is more need than what is available. I mean, sometimes people have literally no place to go. So if you don't have a place to go and you're stuck outside in these frigid conditions, then it's just not safe or healthy or mentally good for you as well.
Staff say they brought in extra mats and are using every available cot, bunk, and couch. The warming shelter will be open through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Meanwhile, Exit Zero is on the move, making multiple trips through Clark County to deliver blankets, coats, hot drinks, and other essential supplies to those experiencing homelessness. The group is also transporting people to the White Flag Shelter in New Albany. You'll be able to find a full list of warming centers throughout Kentucky, and if you need one, it's on our website, WHAS11.com.
6 minutes after the hour now, looking at some other news of the day. Police are looking for the person responsible for a shooting at Wendys on Dixie Highway. This happened right before 11 last night off of West Pages Lane in Valley Station. Metro Police say they found a woman inside the restaurant who'd been shot. They believe her injuries are non-life-threatening. There are also no known suspects at this time. If you have any information about the shooting, call 574-LMPD.
A murder suspect shot by police is now in jail on $1 million bond. Police arrested 36-year-old Joshua Miller on Sunday. Miller is accused of shooting and killing a woman in the Park Hill neighborhood earlier that day. According to court documents, Miller's ex-girlfriend and her cousin were picking up belongings at a home on Cypress Street. While the ex-girlfriend was in the house, Miller allegedly pulled out a handgun and shot her. Miller later returned to the scene, allegedly firing a gun at officers in an alley. Officers returned fire, hitting Miller. He's due back in court a week from today.
Help is on the way for Kentuckians struggling to keep their homes warm this winter. Applications are now open for the state's low-income home energy assistance program, also called LIHEAP. To qualify, households must fall at or below 150% of the federal poverty guidelines. Applicants will need documents like Social Security numbers, proof of income, and utility bills. Benefits are available on a first-come, first-served basis until March 15th or until funds run out. To apply, we've got a link for you under the GMK tab on our website.